Hello Jainam, how are you? Hello guys, welcome back to our channel where today we are going to talk about Mac. So today my part is to talk about iCloud displays, how to display your Apple TV using iPad as a display and connect external devices like printer. And I'm gonna show you how to really do it by showcasing it, and also other important settings like languages and those kind of stuff. So I hope you will enjoy it. So first of all, I want to start by showing you how to use your iCloud and Apple ID. So you have to first of all go to System Settings down here, or press the Apple logo at the top left side of your screen. At the second option, it's System Settings. If you press on it, the System Preferences are going to come up. And here, as you can see, I have already made Apple ID just for this video, so be grateful, guys.
Thank you, Alex.
And here, as you can see, this is my Apple ID and my Gmail and all the stuff. So you have to now press iCloud. So here you can see some of the features that the iCloud is using. So we want to then press iCloud Drive. If you press on it, then here you can actually select what kinds of files and data you want to store in your iCloud Drive. For example, I'm going to store desktop and document folders in my iCloud Drive. If I press on it, now all the information that I have on my desktop and document and folders will be stored in my iCloud Drive. So I'm just going to turn it off. Oh shoot. Okay guys, I screwed up big time. Yeah, what a great thing to do. Yeah, so you should not be as dumb as me and do that. Yeah, we should just continue without those important files. So at the top of this window, you will see iCloud is in here 5 GB. So this is basically available space. So right now I am using 290 kilobyte out of the 5 GB, and as you can see, the orange one is documents. So what documents do I have? That's it. And then as you can see here, it's optimized max storage. We also have that. So this is basically if you have data stored in your iCloud Drive, then if you enable optimized max storage, those data will be stored on your MacBook if you have enough space for it. That just makes things easier because you don't have to use all those spaces, which is like unnecessary. And then if you press manage, here you can actually see, you can actually manage your what kind of stuff you have, what kind of items you want in your iCloud. So here I can actually delete all data from Apple Books or iCloud Drive. I should be able to delete it, but there's no delete button there, so I don't know. Yeah, so here you can, as you can see, you can delete all data and those kind of stuff from manage, and then change storage plan. Here you can buy like 200 GB or 2 TB of data storage. That was everything about the iCloud. So now let me show you guys display. So this display is kind of irritating for some of us because as you all know, we use Mac, but then the system is very confusing because we have Windows and Mac. They are not made for each other, so that's why it's so hard to like configure them. If you want to display your screen on your monitor, which is like not Mac, you have to use one of these. If you have one of these, then it should be okay. But then if you don't have it, I don't think there's no other way to do it. I'm just gonna connect my monitor to my Mac. Now, soon you will see my screen will change. Yeah, it changed a little bit. So now on my monitor, I can actually see another screen. When you have connected your monitor to your Mac, you should come here and scroll down until you see displays. Here's display. When I press it, it will bring me to this pane. If you press arrange, you can actually arrange where these screens are located. So for example, why are they important? This screen that you are seeing now is located at the left side of the screen that I can see on my monitor. If I go to the right, then my mouse will automatically move to the screen on my monitor. If I go to the left, it will come back. And if I change this place to the bottom, if I go right again, as you can see, it's not going. I have to go to the bottom and then it will show up. Then if you want your dock to be on the external display, you should have it on top. As you can see, my dock disappeared and now my dock is in my monitor. You can also do something like this. You see this white line? If you drag it to your external screen, they will change places actually, and I can show you. As you can see, my monitor, it's there. Don't mind my messy room, guys will be guys. If you press the external screen, if these ones are like settings for the built-in display, but if you want to change the settings on the external display, you should press on it, and then here you can actually see use as. So what this does is basically the same thing as we did with the dragging icon. If you want the external display to be the main display, you can just change it. Now it flipped, and my MacBook screen is on my monitor. Now I have to take it back, extended. And then if I press mirror for built-in display, my screen on my monitor will actually display my MacBook's screen. If you want to change the scale of it, like the resolution, then you can just change it from here. So my screen is 2560 to 1440, but if I want it to be 2048 1152, then I can do that. And then color profile, you can also change it from here. Yeah, you can just choose whatever you want. The refresh rate is also here. You can change the refresh rate. And then rotation, you can also change that. And then here you have a little bit more settings about Link, Mac or iPad. That was it for the displays. Our next topic is Apple TV as an extra display. I can't really show you how to do it because I don't own any Apple products. We only use Android or Samsung. So that's why I'm going to try to explain to you how it works. First of all, you should make sure your MacBook is connected to the same network as your Apple TV. Right now, my MacBook is connected to Telia. What I have to do now is to make sure that my Apple TV is connected to the same network. Then what I can do is go to the control center, which is right here. Sorry. So now if I go to control center, you can see all the important information that I have. For example, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AirDrop. But the most important thing for us is screen mirroring. If you press on this, you will probably see your Apple TV there. And then if you press on it, on your Apple TV, a code will show up. On your MacBook, a window will show up. And then you have to write that code in your MacBook window. Then your computer will start mirroring to your Apple TV. And that's the default settings, like mirroring. Like, your TV will show the exact same thing that is showing on your computer. If you want to change that, you should again displays like as usual. So if you start again, we go system preferences, press on it, and here you can scroll down until you see displays, and then you will then probably see your Apple TV here. So then you have to come here and then again use as. The Apple TV's default settings are mirror for built-in display. You have to change that to extended display, and then what that does is basically your Apple TV will not mirror your computer. It will just be another display. The other thing is iPad. I don't own an iPad, so that's why I'm going to try to explain to you. Tell me if I did a good job in the comment section. For the iPad, you have to make sure that your iPad and MacBook is connected to the same network. They both have to have their Bluetooth on, and they have to be in the near vicinity of each other. The ideal vicinity is like have it beside your MacBook, so Bluetooth can find your iPad. When you do that, you should again go to Control Center. You have to go to screen mirroring. Then there you'll probably see your iPad again, just like the Apple TV. But this time you will not get any codes or like windows that will show up that you have to write the code in and those kind of stuff. It will just connect. And when you do that, you have to come back to display, and then your iPad will show here. Then what you can do is just press on it, and then if you want to like configure or like change settings, press on the iPad, and then it will just show. And then here, if you press advanced, you will actually see a little bit of like settings here too. So allow your pointer and keyboard to move between any nearby Mac or iPad. Push through the edge of the display to connect to nearby Mac or iPad, and automatically connect to any nearby Mac or iPad. You can also enable or disable these things. It's your own preferences. That was it for the iPad one. And so the next topic is connect external devices. I will actually have some kind of stuff to show you guys. So first of all, speakers. I don't have any speakers, but I will use my headphones to show you guys how to connect it. The concept for both of them are kind of the same. First of all, you have to go to Bluetooth and then Bluetooth settings, and here you will see nearby devices. Your computer will detect them. So you will probably see, if you have enabled your speaker or if you have turned it on, you'll probably see your speakers on this list. So while this Bluetooth is trying to find my AirPods, I just want to tell you guys about NordVPN, the best VPN ever. So NordVPN is our sponsor for today, okay? If you are not using NordVPN, you are missing big time. First of all, what they do best is to protect you from FBI. Did you guys know that 50% of the world population is FBI agents. Like FBI has one agent for every single human being. So that's why you should have NordVPN to protect yourself from FBI agents, because they have access to everything. When you get heartbroken, they will see your messages that you get friend zoned. And you know, when you write cringy stuff on internet, they'll also see that. If you don't want to be seen by them, you should always use NordVPN. And the best part is that you can watch everything on Netflix. Netflix has different stuff on different countries. So then that's why if you use NordVPN, you can actually watch different stuff from different countries. That's good. Oh, there it is. I found it now. So now it works. So connect. If you press connect. Thank you NordVPN for sponsoring us today. And now we'll continue with the video. Now, as you can see, my AirPods are connected to Studio Toll, which is my AirPods. But if it doesn't work, you have to check where your sound output is. For that, you have to go to Command Center again. You have to press on Sound. Then here you can see Output. For example, I'm just gonna show you. If I, for example, want to watch this video, you will probably not hear anything, probably. If I actually change the sound output, or at least I didn't hear anything. The sound came from my earbuds. If I change this to MacBook Air speakers, then the sound will come from the speakers on the MacBook. You also have a 3.5mm headphone jack on your computer at the right side. If your speaker is connected to wire 2, then you can just use that, and that's much more easier. The next thing is printer. And then here, I press the Skrivit button. Here, as you can see here, the destination Canon TC3300 series. Print. And now, as you can see, it printed nothing because the document was empty. But this is the paper I use, so it's fun. Yeah, so that was basically how you do it. If your printer has a cable too, a USB cable, you can't really use this for MacBook. But if you have a converter from USB to USB-C, then you should be able to use it normally, no problem. So that's it. And then external drive. I don't have any external drives for MacBook, so I can't really show you guys. External drive, you basically have, there's only one method to do it, and that's cables. You have to have a USB-C, or if you don't have it, again, you have to have that special tool or special converter. If you did all the stuff and you have your external drive, go to Finder, and then you will probably see your external disk here. So for the last part, I'm going to show you some settings that's actually important for you. First of all, I want to show you guys the language and region. You have to first of all go to General. You have to scroll down until you see the General, and then press on it. Here you will see a couple of options that you can choose. We are interested in language and region. So here you can actually see. So right now my primary language in my computer is English. But I also have Swedish. So I want to change the primary language to Swedish. I can just bring it up. no problem. And then region, you can just Africa, America, and then here Cuba, or like, yeah, all the stuff. Iraq, Israel, Japan, all these countries are there. And then calendar, right now I'm using the Gregorian. Temperature, Fahrenheit, Celsius. Measurement system, metric, US, UK. First day of the week, you can choose, first, what's the first of the week? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the stuff. Date format, number format, list, sort, order, all this stuff. You can also kind of change them, no problem. So for the extensions, you have to actually, I couldn't find it on this, like on this bar at the left side, so I had to actually write it down. So you should also write extensions. If you want, you know, the previous ones, you can also write them down in the search bar too. As you can see, these are the extensions that you can use in your computer, and extensions are basically like some like cult of life content that you can like choose or disable or enable or those kind of things. For example, I want to manage the sharing. If I press on it, then here I can choose, okay, which extensions I want to remove and add on those kind of stuff. If I want to add saved books, I can just do that, no problem. So then choosing startup disk. So here you have to first scroll down to general again, and then if you go down at the bottom, you will see startup disk. And here you can see, you can just choose whichever disk you want. I only have one, so I can't really show you guys. But if you have two startup disks, then you can just switch between them, no problem. Then choosing dictation. So for that, we have to go scroll down until we see keyboard. Here, we are not interested at the keyword and those kind of stuff. If you have to scroll down to the bottom. As you can see here, we have dictation. First of all, you have to make sure that your dictation is on, and then you can change the language, you can change which microphone it uses, and then you can just assign a key for the shortcut. So, and then in spoken content, you have to go to accessibility here, and then you have to go and press spoken content, and here you can actually like choose system voice. Like right now I have Daniel as my system voice. Hello Daniel. I can also like install some other voices if I want to, but I am content with Daniel. Speaking rate, you can also change that if you want it faster or slower, all the stuff. And the speaking volume, you can change that too. Yeah, that was I think that was everything. In the comment section, you guys can also tell me if I did miss something or if I had something wrong. You can always tell your opinions, no problem. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and press the like button, and then also ring that notification bell, because I see that 50% of you guys are not subscribed. That's cringe. I swear that's cringe. You should subscribe, because that helps us a lot. Because we want to take over YouTube. Okay, you should help us. See you next time. Oh.